Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, my sisters and brothers. Welcome back for some more tips to have a splendid Ramadan, inshallah. Today, I'm going to be focusing on some ways to help sisters. So for the brothers that are viewing this, I apologize that this is not specifically speaking to you, but I promise that we will find some content, inshallah, to address to brothers. So today, for my sisters viewing, I'm going to be talking about 7 ways for women to get the most out of their Ramadan. First and foremost, I think one of the things that we need to do is really think hard about maximizing Ramadan, and that is by making sure that you are finding ways to be able to maximize it. So some of the things that I highly recommend for you is, 1, create a schedule for yourself. Whether you create it on your phone, in your calendar, or you just write it down on a piece of paper and you have it in front of you. If you create the routines of what you're going to do on a daily basis, you will be able to incorporate all of the things that you want to do during the month of Ramadan. So I know that sometimes it's a challenge for us to be able to fit everything in, but I want you to be creative this Ramadan. And the way that you could be creative is, 1, if you are cooking in your kitchen, listen to Quran. Play a recording of the Quran and just listen to it as you are cooking and preparing the meals that you are working on. Or you can actually do zikr. You could do it in your mind, and as you're cutting, as you're stirring, you are focused and completing that, those azkar that you want to actually complete during the course of your day. Some other things that you can do, which would be really beneficial for you, and I know I'm going to be doing this, is actually cutting down on, WhatsApp and Facebook and Twitter. And I talked about this previously, but really, cutting down, especially on WhatsApp, because I know sometimes we can get sucked in and get involved in, discussions and conversations with other people. So really minimizing your social media, specifically while you're home and you really want to maximize that whole entire day. So some ways you could do that is actually close those apps, and really be disciplined not to go to those apps whatsoever. Another thing that I think is also really important for us is minimizing our socializing time. Sometimes, you're calling a family member, and then next thing you know, a whole 45-minute or hour conversation just completed. Keeping it short and simple and reminding your family, your friends that this is the month of Ramadan. Let's, reap the benefits by really focusing on spirituality, on prayer, on all the things that, make Ramadan very special. In addition to that, I want my sisters out there to know, we all have, days off, in Ramadan that we should really make sure to maximize and use thoughtfully. A lot of times, I know when I was younger, I would be very happy because it was almost like, a week of normalcy. And I wish I could take that time back, because I love being able to fast the whole month of Ramadan. I know I'm aging myself here. But, there's something really special about being able to complete the whole entire month. And so what I want for my sisters who are younger and you have those days off is find some way to continue being spiritually connected, join a lecture, or, online, or, hear previous lectures, find ways, that you can continue, that spirituality during the course of Ramadan, being able to say your azkar, reading a book, about our Islamic history and tradition. There's so many ways that you can keep connected and continue to feel that deep connection to Ramadan and the spiritual aspects of it. In addition to that, I think it's also very important for us as sisters to always, make good intentions in everything that we do, right? We forget that sometimes it's really important for us to take the time right before we involve ourselves in an action, whether it's cooking, whether it's cleaning, is to set a good intention in doing that, and doing it for your family, doing it for, Sabilillah is really, really important. Allah loves most those who set their intentions in doing whatever activity they're going to be doing. Another point in these 7 points that I've just talked about is also making sure that you are trying to prepare, healthy and simple meals. I know that some, ethnic groups have like these lavish tables during the month of Ramadan, but try to be sensible so you don't cook too much and you end up being in the kitchen for a very long time. So identifying healthy meals that are going to help your family sustain themselves, high in protein to continue giving the energy, I think is really, really critical. And so these are, mashallah, the 7 recommendations that I have for sisters during the month of Ramadan to help you get through the month, inshallah, in the best way possible. And so I hope that these tips, my sisters, are helpful, and I will see you next time, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.